Just 3 years ago, survival Minecraft was dead. But now it's 2022, and if you search for Minecraft on YouTube, basically all the top results are for survival and SMPs. How could this happen when, not too long ago, making videos in your Minecraft world could kill your channel faster than setting it on fire? SMPs are being flooded with applications from thousands of YouTubers wanting to be a part of them. But why? And why now? Well, the way that you watch survival Minecraft has changed, and so has the way that YouTubers play it. There's actually a very simple explanation for all of this. Okay, it's not actually that simple, I just wanted to say it for effect. If we look at the popular SMPs of the day, such as Lifesteal, they're all storyline driven. Each episode has a clear structure, but they don't have to be watched in order to be enjoyed. However, if we watch some older SMPs from almost 10 years ago, they're completely different, which is what led to them eventually dying out. Survival Minecraft is a Minecraft at its core and in its simplest form, and is not only what the first few Minecraft YouTube videos were, but was the most watched subgenre for a while. Before the phrase SMP was used, we had Let's Plays, one player, one Minecraft world, and a couple hundred of episodes, give or take. Punching down the tree, trying to find diamonds, and completing new projects each episode, such as building a new house or getting ready to defeat the End Dragon, was the meta. And this was enjoyable for the most part, but when everyone is doing the exact same thing by themselves, it gets a bit stale, even if the YouTubers are any funny. See, the thing about these old Let's Plays is they were differentiable by personality, and what that means is you knew exactly what would happen before watching the video, but you didn't watch to see them make a cow farm, you watched for the personality. Take Stampy Longhead and his lovely world. His video format was the exact same for years, but it didn't matter as what he was saying, each video was different. His friendly personality and narration is what kept people watching. But the greatest way to make personality-based videos is to make them with friends. Let's Plays moved on to survival multiplayers, or SMPs. Oh, and because I'm feeling kind, first person to comment how many times I say SMP in this video, or guess the closest amount, will get a shout out in my next video. But hey, let's be honest, there's gotta be someone who's gonna rewatch and count, so you either have to make a very lucky guess, or get to work. These SMPs, that's one for the count, were just like Let's Plays, but groups of friends who knew each other prior to the server just having fun. What happened each episode was determined by how everyone felt that day, and what they had loosely agreed to do beforehand. It was spontaneous. Whatever happened, and if it didn't, then it was a chill day. Each episode had natural progression, with most like the Cube SMP having intertwined episodes of necessary steps for Minecraft, and then also just messing around with people. Grazer 10 could build a chicken farm one episode, then prank Vianney in the next. But not all SMPs had a do whatever you want attitude, such as Hermitcraft, which was focused around building and even had a few modded seasons. And when doing research for this video, I looked up some modded SMPs and was hit with a great wave of nostalgia as I realised I haven't seen one for a long time. And I'm not talking about ones with plugins such as Lifesteal, but ones with biomes and crazy weapons. These were great when running out of ideas of stuff to do on the server, as after a few years, there's only so many times you can watch multiple people do the same thing and it gets boring. This wasn't necessarily the fault of the YouTubers, but of the behind the scenes developing in Minecraft. After 1.8 was released in 2014, the community had to wait 2.5 years for the next major update, which was controversial to say the least, mainly due to the change in the PvP system. During the 2.5 years of no updates, it was a struggle to make new content in survival as everything had already been done and there was nothing new to explore. The YouTubers had great personalities, but their fan bases needed something new, and when 1.9 came out, it was a decent update, but still too late. The viewers were growing up and had been phasing out of Minecraft. Alongside the decline, Minecraft had also gone down due to no updates. Survival content had no new viewers and had also lost its old ones. At this point in time, it was hard to say if SMPs could ever return to the great popularity they once had. However, I think one memory I still have from that era was great foreshadowing for what would come in the next few years. One of the strongest memories I have from survival Minecraft videos was in 2017, when watching How to Minecraft Season 3. How to Minecraft was an SMP with YouTubers such as Lachlan, Vicstar, Preston Plays, and a bunch of their friends. Season 1 and 2 were pretty standard, but Season 3 was different. They had an entirely custom world and were split into two teams, red and blue, on two huge separate islands. Pizza Hut was a member of Red Team, and I watched his streams religiously. They were basically what I looked forward to every day. The moment I remember best was when he decided to explore around the edge of Red's island one day to, just see what he could find and if there was anything interesting. It took him a while talking to chat as he went along, but then something crazy happened. He arrived at the base of Blue Team. He had travelled around the whole map. The world wasn't split in two, it was a donut. Saying it like that makes it sound way less cool, but when I was 14 this blew my mind. The whole point of the story is this was something new. something unexpected that had never been seen before that could add to the growing conflict on the server. For once, the story wasn't driven by the players, it was driven by the world. Up until then, there were never many mind-blowing moments, and the whole experience of watching SMPs was chilled, but something like this could be just what they needed to become popular again. However, as you can guess, that's not what happened. As the years went on, SMPs died alongside Minecraft. Until 2020. Welcome back into the arena, the great Minecraft comeback of 2019, looking strong as ever with multiple championship wins under their belt. Here approaches the underdog, not known by many, the Dream SMP, relatively new to YouTube, and oh my god, would you see that pure strength from how they're exhibiting? This is absolutely amazing. Minecraft's popularity came back in 2019 for a multitude of reasons. Although not relevant to the video, we should be aware that at this point, while many players were returning and joining, survival Minecraft still wasn't a very popular genre. And that's why the Dream SMP comes into the mix. It appealed to one of the strongest, most powerful audiences ever. Teenage girls. With daddy-ish. Now, of course we can't ignore Pewdiepie in his world. Maybe it did encourage some more people to do single-player Minecraft, but it's the Dream SMP that pioneered modern-day YouTube SMPs. Tommyinnit and WilburSoot were very early members and were quick to incorporate their love of musical Hamilton into how they played on the SMP. Before they had joined, it was just Dream and his friends building houses and talking to chat, and their presence is a big reason why Tommy and Wilbur were able to be so successful in what they did. Historically, Minecraft roleplay was always its own little thing and had never been mixed into survival like it was in the Dream SMP. Not only did the audience live to see their favourite YouTubers and streamers interact, but they went crazy about the storylines. What was happening was very new and also pretty risky. With so many people watching, if they didn't like it then, in simple terms, it would be a huge flop. Luckily, that's not what happened. Lore on the Dream SMP became a huge thing for the fanbase. They always wanted lore streams, to see Tommy fight Dream, the underdog against the most powerful person on the server, to see a nation gain freedom and then lose everything, to see a blossoming romance between two great friends that would do anything for each other, who loved each other and... Oh come on, you guys don't like a bit of romance? The exact plots aren't important here, neither are whether they made much sense or were a bit goofy. The whole point is that the Dream SMP became storyline driven and not personality driven like most past SMPs. And yeah, the creators were funny, arguably, and get along well, and would still get views if they didn't do any of that fancy stuff, but the SMP became as big as it was because of the lore. Now, every YouTuber wants success, and hey, a quick unrelated point, just make sure you like the video and subscribe to me, which is why so many SMPs of lore and storylines just spawned out of nowhere. Many saw the success of the Dream SMP and wanted to recreate it. The same thing happened with Dream and his Manhunts. He kind of created a Manhunt subgenre on YouTube. Everyone liked the Dream SMP because of its lore, so why not make SMPs completely storyline based and tailor them to the YouTube algorithm? Okay, yeah. I'm talking the talk, but what does this actually mean? Well, nowadays, most people don't realize that the SMP videos are perfectly made to grab your attention. It's no coincidence that the top creators all use an eerily similar structure, which is what made you want to keep watching. Not me though, stay safe. SMPs aren't just mining for diamonds anymore, they're a gift to the YouTube algorithm. Exactly what it wants to keep people on the website for longer. Because if you like one video, you'll be inclined to watch more. And the thing about these SMP videos is that you don't have to watch them in order, but they're still bingeable. Each video has an individual storyline, but the overarching one doesn't matter as much. Kind of like The Office. Making SMP videos now definitely requires more creativity than it used to. One day you could be killing the strongest player on the server, and the next you're removing the whole world. Most SMP videos have the same structure. At the beginning, they'll have a hook and set up the story of the video you're about to watch. It's like a movie where the trailer plays at the start. If we go back a few years, these are the intros we got.
Lachlan, Landon, Pete, Kenny, Preston, I believe Nooch is...
Now we have...
There's no way you can pull that off.
That's not possible, though.
That's actually impossible.
This definitely isn't Minecraft specific. The same tactic is used everywhere else on YouTube, but has helped revive SMPs. Videos now have lots of narration and so much more happens. In the old days, SMPs were just for friends because they relied on chemistry and the power of friendship. In 2022, it doesn't matter who joins, just as long as you can make believable storylines that entertain the viewer. And that's not to say you can't be friends. If you meet great people or you knew them beforehand, that will definitely make the SMP better, but it's not essential for its success. That's arguably why we're not seeing as many modded SMPs anymore. Mods aren't needed for this, and if anything, they would complicate them too much. Even if Minecraft went without an update for a few years, current era SMPs could still thrive as long as new stories can be made. Updates certainly do help, but they're not necessary. SMPs have completely reconstructed the Let's Play genre and commercialized it. A lot of successful videos have high production value, and what I mean by that is that they're heavily edited. They don't have loads of special effects, but they look professionally made, which is a huge contrast to what they used to be, mostly uncut footage of people just exploring and building. This change can be said for most Minecraft content nowadays. YouTubers are actively trying to keep people watching, whether it be through editing magic, storytelling, using subtitles, the lot. Content is a lot more hyper now. The excitement I got watching Pizza Hut go all the way around the donut world is the same way I feel when Dream does an impressive clutch or when SMP members think of creative ways to outsmart their opponents. And yeah, there were hyper creators back in the day, but they were only really for younger audiences, as opposed to the day where you see them basically in everything. However, there is a risk of this becoming overdone. If there's fast-paced content everywhere, viewers will eventually get used to it and it will start all looking the same. This is why individual creativity is still really important, and there's no harm in following trends or taking inspiration, but what kills a genre is when there's nothing new. So let's just see where Minecraft goes from here. Hopefully it keeps thriving, and I believe the game will never really die, even if it has its down points, especially considering how it came back in 2019.